So we're out on the river tonight. I only have 2 hours of film. I thought I grabbed my other camera. Maybe I didn't. But we're out on the river trying to catch some walleyes. And we have this set up, and we need to open our weekly gift to myself. So this is my March MTB walleye box, which I haven't got to testing out because I haven't been walleye fishing. And I love getting these boxes as a prize. So the first thing we got were these tournament proven Riot soft plastics. They look kind of like a Senko that is segmented. These will be great largie baits. I don't know if they'll work good for walleyes. And I don't know whether I should wacky rig them or straight rig them for walleye or just put them on a jig head like a Nico rig. I think you'll need a trailer hook for that too. So that's the first thing. And these are, what are these? Riot Baits Fusion, that's $5 for that bag of plastic. There's like 8 plastics in there, not too bad. Hopefully I catch some fish, so this is actually a video of catching fish. And the next thing I got are some Smart Baits color changing 4-inch gotcha grub. And then I got these crawler harness hooks, which are $3.29. The gotcha grub's $3.99. The big bite bait swimming minnows is $1.75. These should definitely work. I'm gonna put one of those on first. And then we got this funky Fusion Extreme Lucky Bug crankbait, which I got in a trout box last year, and I know I caught trout, so I know it works, but it does action pretty funky. So that's my box. I'm gonna start testing this stuff out. And I'm gonna put it on like a 3/8 ounce jig head because there's a lot of current. We're hooked up on the split shot and minnow. We got this little nice 15-inch walleye. You have to let it go because it has to be 18 here, but it's the first fish of the day. Good start. First walleye I've caught in a while. So we got one on the MTB swing bait. It took us a while. I don't think this is the MTB keeper though. Still a nice little walleye. I'm not recording because it's foggy out, but on the swim bait from Big Bite Baits. We better measure it and get it back. And it is not quite 16, it's only 15 and a half. Let's get it back. I'm debating on whether to change or keep using the swim bait. We'll keep trying the swim bait. I've been getting a lot of bites on the split shot and minnow, but I keep missing them. I think they're dinks. We're hooked up again. This one I'm on the dink walleye rig. Just a split shot and a minnow, and we got ourselves a dink. I think this is what we keep missing on this rig, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to keep working this area because there's fish here though. Here's fish number 4. This one hit like an 1/8 ounce egg sinker or 1/4 ounce egg sinker and a split shot and minnow. I wasn't getting bites dragging a jig in a minnow, so I decided to switch up to a little heavier than that one because that one was getting bites. And paid off with a dink. Got fish number 5. This was a miler. It felt bigger until I reeled it in, and I realized it was just 15 inches, and I even got out my net for it. Still a nice fat walleye. It's just not big enough to keep. Hopefully this fish is still on. This fish feels decent too. Probably another 15 inches though. Even smaller. Another dinker. At least we're catching fish. So now I've decided to test out my crawler hauler hook, and I have a nice crawler hooked up, and I just have this on a bottom rig, and I'm going to drag this around and see if they'll hit this. This is probably a better summer bait out here, although you'll catch a lot of sheep's head on it, and if you anchor you'd probably catch a sturgeon on it, but we're going to see if it'll work today. And I think we're getting a bite on this rod. Yes, we have on a dink. I think she got off though. Of course it got off. And we got rough. Dink was hitting at the plastic too. But yeah, looks like the sun's coming up and it's just stopped raining at least. So that's a win. And we got one on the crawler holler hook. That worked. Good. 2 things worked for my MTB. I'm happy. All they're really wanting to hit today is a split shot in the minnow. This one has a messed up tail too. Interesting. And they'll release it nice and gently. What is this? Sturgeon? This fish is big, whatever it is. It's fighting like a sturgeon. Holy fuck, this sucker's just pulling out line. We're getting it out budge a little bit. Shit. We got one on this rod. Holy shit, this is just a dink though. There we got one. Dinker. A nicer walleye, still not a keeper. Well, not it. What the fuck? That line is shot. Poor sturgeon is hard on the line. Where's my hook at? Nice walleye. Hi.
So I finally got back out in the river. It had dropped to 20,000 CFS, right about to the level where I start fishing it, where it's tolerable to fish up there. It was still kind of wavy up by the dam. Boat control was tough. I managed to catch, I think, 11 walleyes. The biggest one was probably like 16 or 17. No saugers this day. And I fought a sturgeon for like 20 minutes on my ultralight, and it snapped right by my boat. It sucked, but I can't keep them anyways, so, and season is closed for them, so it was just an accidental catch. Still a lot of fun fighting it, though. And I caught a fish on the big bite baits and those special crawler hooks from my MTB. The walleye seemed to really want just a light split shot minnow. Like they weren't even hitting at a jig and minnow, but they were hitting at a split shot minnow. I don't know why, but that's what they're wanting today. And those color changing plastic smart baits were made of really soft plastic, and they kept like falling off the grubs off my jig head, and the walleyes were nibbling at them, but they just were like pulling them off the jig head. And I didn't end up catching anything on them, or I didn't catch anything on the Senko-like thing either. But I'm sure I'll catch bass on the Senko-like thing, so I'm sure they'll work. And the pink twister tails may work somewhere else. We'll see. But this box was an okay box. There was a decent amount of plastics in it, and I got some bass plastics to use at least that will definitely catch lots of bass. So thanks for watching this episode of Muskie Hans Outdoors. And I actually have my April MTV walleye box I'll test out the next time I go out. And I may have a walleye challenge or two I might try doing. But so thanks for watching this episode, and please subscribe if you like my video.